Have you ever looked at a man you're dating and wondered, does he really love me? Maybe he's never said those 3 powerful words, or maybe he has, but something inside you needs more than just words. You're not alone. You see, love isn't always wrapped in perfect "I love you" packages. Sometimes it's hidden in the quiet moments, the subtle gestures, and the consistent actions that many women miss. In this video, I'm going to share something powerful with you, the unspoken language of a man's heart. What I'm about to tell you isn't your typical relationship advice. These aren't just signs to check off a list. These are the deep, genuine behaviors that reveal when a man's heart is completely yours. The kind of love that doesn't need constant verbal confirmation because it's woven into every action, every gesture, every moment you spend together. I've seen countless women misread these signs, looking for grand declarations of love while missing the profound meaning behind their man's everyday actions. Today, that changes. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what to look for, the subtle but powerful signs that speak louder than any words could. Some of what I'm about to share might surprise you. Some might even challenge what you believe about how men show love. But I promise you this, once you understand these signs, you'll never question whether a man truly loves you again. You see, men often struggle to express love through words, but their actions, those speak volumes. Picture this. You're talking about your day, sharing what seems like an insignificant detail about your coffee spilling or a small win at work. A man who doesn't love you might nod absently, eyes glued to his phone. But a man who loves you deeply, his phone stays in his pocket, his eyes stay on you. He asks questions. He remembers these little moments days later, bringing them up in conversation. Hey, did that coffee stain come out of your favorite white blouse? That's the first sign. When a man loves you, he listens, not just to the big things, but to every little detail you share. He creates a mental archive of your stories, your preferences, your fears, and your dreams. Speaking of dreams, watch how he reacts to yours. A man in deep love becomes your biggest cheerleader. When you mention starting a business, going back to school, or learning to paint, he doesn't dismiss it. Instead, he asks about your plans, offers support, and sometimes even researches ways to help you achieve these goals. That's because your happiness becomes intertwined with his own. A man who truly loves you knows the difference between supporting you and controlling you. He respects your boundaries like they're sacred. If you say you're not ready for something, whether it's meeting his parents or trying skydiving, he doesn't pressure you. He understands that love grows in the soil of respect. When a man loves you deeply, he'll show you parts of himself he hides from the world. Those moments when he shares his fears, his insecurities, his past struggles. Those aren't signs of weakness. They're profound displays of trust and love. Pay attention to how he acts when you're sick. Does he disappear until you're better? Or does he show up with soup, medicine, and stays by your side? A man in love treats your discomfort as his personal mission to solve. He might not say, "I love you," but every time he asks, "Have you eaten?" or "How are you feeling now?" That's love speaking. The man who loves you, he also includes you in his decisions. Whether he's choosing a restaurant for dinner or considering a job change, he wants your input, not because he can't decide, but because your opinion matters to him. Your thoughts become part of his thought process. A man who deeply loves you won't focus on winning arguments. Instead, he'll work towards finding solutions. He'll say, "How can we fix this?" instead of "You're wrong." That's because he values the relationship more than his ego. Look at how he integrates you into his world. Does he introduce you to his closest friends and family? Does he share his space with you? When a man loves you, he doesn't keep you in a separate compartment of his life. He weaves you into every part of it. Notice his consistency. Love isn't about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's about showing up day after day. It's about being there when you succeed and when you fail. It's about celebrating your victories as if they were his own and supporting you through your struggles. When a man loves you deeply, he protects your independence as fiercely as he protects you. He doesn't try to clip your wings or dim your light. Instead, he encourages you to maintain your friendships, pursue your interests, and have your own space. Why? Because he loves you for who you are, not for who he wants you to be. And perhaps most telling of all, watch how he looks at you when you're not paying attention. When you're focused on something else, doing ordinary things like reading a book or making coffee. That soft gaze, that slight smile, that's love in its purest form. Remember, actions aren't just louder than words, they're more honest. A man can say, "I love you" 1,000 times, but if his actions don't align with his words, those declarations are empty. But when a man consistently shows his love through his actions, even without saying the words, that's when you know his love runs deep. So next time you find yourself wondering if he loves you, look beyond the words. Look at his actions, his attention, his dedication. Because true love isn't just heard, it's felt, experienced, and lived every single day. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video touched something deep inside you, take a second to hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more empowering content like this and hit that notification bell, because we're diving deep into more raw, honest conversations about love, relationships, and understanding the male psyche in ways that can transform your relationship forever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.